Hello students. Today we are learning a very interesting idea in science about gases. The topic is how temperature and pressure change the volume of a gas. Do not worry, I will explain this in very simple English so even weak students can understand easily. First, look at a balloon. When you put a balloon in a warm place, it becomes bigger. When you put a balloon in a cold place, it becomes smaller. Why does this happen? Inside the balloon, there are gas particles. These gas particles are constantly moving and hitting the inside of the balloon. These hits create pressure. When temperature increases, the gas particles get more energy. They start moving faster. Because they move faster, they hit the inside surface of the balloon more times. More hits mean more pressure inside the balloon. Since the balloon is made of stretchy rubber, the higher pressure pushes the balloon outward and makes its volume increase. That is why the balloon becomes bigger in warm temperature. This idea is true for all gases. A French scientist named J.A.C. Charles observed this in 1781. He concluded that when temperature increases, the volume of a gas also increases if the pressure stays the same. This idea is known as Charles's law. Now let's think about pressure. If pressure on a gas increases, the gas becomes hotter. You can feel this when you use a bicycle pump. When you push the pump again and again to fill air in a tire, the pump becomes hot. Why does this happen? When you pump air, the pressure on the air increases. The gas particles are forced closer together. They collide more frequently and move faster. These collisions create friction, and friction produces heat. Also, when the particles move closer, small forces of attraction form between them. This also releases heat energy. So the temperature rises when pressure increases. That is why the bicycle pump becomes hot in your hand. Now we understand two important points. When temperature increases, gas expands and its volume becomes bigger. When pressure increases, temperature can rise because particles collide more and get hotter. Book test yourself questions with answers. Question 2. Why do gases expand more than solids for the same increase in temperature? Answer. Gas particles are far apart and can move freely. When heated, they move faster and spread out, so their volume increases a lot. Solids have particles packed closely, so they cannot expand much. Question 3. Ice on a car windscreen disappears while driving, even without the heater. Explain why this happens. Answer. The ice changes directly from solid to gas. This is sublimation. Moving air helps the ice to sublime, so it disappears without melting. Question 4. When salt is placed on ice, the ice melts. Explain why this happens. Answer. Salt lowers the melting point of ice. So even at temperatures below zero, the ice melts. Question 5. Draw and label a graph of water at 100 degrees Celsius being allowed to cool to -5 degrees Celsius. Answer. The graph starts at 100 degrees Celsius as steam. A flat line appears at 100 degrees Celsius when steam condenses to liquid. Then the temperature goes down from 100 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. A flat line appears at 0 degrees Celsius while water freezes to ice. Then the line falls from 0 degrees Celsius to -5 degrees Celsius as ice cools.